feel, Coach?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good.
In about a couple, do you have fighters on this card, by the way?
No, I'm here in an uncle capacity. I'm watching all my nephews advance, having a good time with it. I don't have to work, which is great, which is a rarity, and I'm enjoying it.
The last time we saw you with your nephew, you had to fight your son. You fight your son.
It was horrible, but this is boxing, and sometimes it goes in that direction.
When does camp start for you as it relates to May 4th?
Next week.
Next week. Are you guys doing here or are you guys going up to?
It'll be here and it'll also be in California.
Okay. So that would be a 12-week camp?
Just about 12 weeks.
First, let me tell you, how exhilarated are you that you had a fighter who not only got his dream of coming back and fighting cancer, but he got basically the two top names in addition to himself in his division. That's hard to do.
It's a wonderful thing. Unlike the first time with Golovkin, we're going to work a little bit harder, work a little bit faster, work a little bit tougher. We work smart, so I'm not going to say smarter. We just have to implement the others, and this picture should come together.
Now, I don't know much about it, but there's been a lot of waves about the rehydration call. I'm not sure if you know, but it's been all the blogs and stuff like that. What is it? What is the rehydration cause?
Well, it's IBF title rules is no more than 10 pounds the morning of the fight, and we did it before, and we'll do it again.
Does Canelo have to abide by the same rule?
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like Canelo made this rule?
No, it's an IBF rule.
It's an IBF rule. Canelo has the IBF strap as well?
No, but it's on the line.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, our strap is on the line. All three of the belts are on the line.
Okay. Now let's talk about 160 for a minute. Obviously, you got the Canelo fight. What's your impression, overall impression of Jamal Charlo? Underwhelmed. See, your body language tells me that you're underwhelmed.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more in this last fight. I didn't get it, so and fighters can have bad nights. It's just the fact that he didn't give me what I was looking for.
My biggest concern, I yelled at you in Vegas last week, that you got to knock him down a couple of times, or basically literally overwhelm him to win, because it seemed like in Vegas, Amir Khan, it was 4-1 Amir Khan's way in one card. Floyd Mayweather, who won 10 rounds, I thought, 114, 114. Is that in addition to what you have to do physically, preparing him mentally to go above and beyond? Is that part of?
Well, without a doubt, because we don't want the same situation to manifest itself. We all know that Canelo is a favorite in Vegas, and we're not going to take that lightly. We're going to make sure we do everything in our power to stay ahead of it, and to push and prod and to score and to just create the ambiance of an aggressive style so that he comes up big time.
And obviously upon you winning, what's next? Do you retire? What's next?
Well,
what next for Daniel Jacobs? Like, what does he have to do? Everything is a come down from that perspective.
Well, I mean, there's always a challenge in the middle, and you have to be ready for everything. Once he wins, they might rematch each other.
Sure.
Or if not, then it's time to go into deeper waters. Go up to 168, vie for some infamy in that
really?
Class, and then you can sort of walk off into the sunset.
It seemed like he makes 160 easy. Like it seemed like his body can do whatever he wants. He looks like he's physically gifted from God. When I see him weigh in at fight night, he looks like he's physically gifted.
Well, he can make the weight, but as with anything, making weight is always a task. It would be so much easier for him to be at 68.
What fight are you looking forward to in boxing? Whether it's Wilder Fury 2, Gary Russell, fight maybe Leo Santa Cruz.
There's many bouts. I mean, I love to see Wilder and Joshua. I love to see Gary Russell get any of the featherweights. He's one of my favorites, and it's just a smorgasbord of wonderful fights out there that we looking to take advantage of and manifest ourselves with. Give me 1 second. Nephew! Gary!
Gary Russell?
Yeah. Is that your other nephew?
See, it's a joy and a pleasure to talk about this one. You know, everybody knows that I'm Uncle Dre, and I have some nephews that are just the cream of the crop. Right? And this young man right here, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Oh, I want to hear it.
He just created the story. I went to see him fight Maryland, right? I didn't know my other nephews were fighting on the card, his brothers. Okay, so here comes Gary. He's working his brother's corner. So I was like, what are you doing out there? Nephew ought to be back there wrestling. No problem. Nephew did his thing, won the fight, starts the guy up. Okay, goes in the back. He comes again. I'm like, what the heck? Man, look at him. Did his thing. Another big win. I said, man, Lord have mercy. And he cruises in the back. He comes out as the main event. And starches up.
Was that May 19th?
Starches up.
Malcolm X's birthday.
His opponent. And the only way it can be done, and that's the Russell way. This is a bad young man right here.
I call Odell Beckham a boxing. I think he's just freakish.
Listen, one of my prizes. From the cradle all
I've seen him.
to the championship.
Yeah.
Why do you call him Odell Beckham?
He can do everything.
Nothing but love.
He can do everything.
Very special. I can't wait for him to get back in.
I just wish we saw him more. But I'm jealous. I'm like a fan first. I wish I could see him more.
Hey, look, in my last fight, they say I'm like Santa Claus. I come once a year, but whenever I come, I bring gifts. I bring a gift every time I come, man.
We want Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. We want it all.
Yeah,
we want all of those.
Right.
Then we gonna be all right.
Willing, 2019 will be that year. I want to get at least 3 in this year. I want to unify these titles. I've been trying to call out any of the other champions for the last 4 years. Like I stated, since Adonis Stevenson and Laura lost, me and Deontay Wilder currently are the longest reigning champions as of now. You know, so man, the sky's the limit. We still grinding, but right now it's about my little dogs, Antoine, Antonio. I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's your special moment.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
One of a kind.
All right, thank you, Jay.
So I mean, this is what I'm telling you. This weekend, I'm enjoying it.
Every weekend is your weekend, yo.
No,
Every
weekend,
time I see you, it's your weekend.
Is special. My nephews are in the house. I'm not working. I'm just enjoying the ambiance and just getting ready for next week. February 2nd, we'll be in Dallas, Texas, where my protege, my nephew, the Ghana Express, Richard Comey, will be vying for the IBF
strap.
lightweight championship of
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about 135.
Yes, sir.
He wins the IBF strap, man. You got, obviously, Easter may want his belt back. Mikey Garcia. Right. Robert Easter to you get what I'm saying. Right. And so,
you try,
and then you got Devin Haney, who says,
Teofimo Lopez,
Ryan Garcia.
You know.
He says, I'm a fucking contender. What's your take of Devin Haney and where he's at currently? And is he ready for an experienced guy like Comey?
Well, I was just talking to his father the other day in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas, sure.
And I keep it real with everybody. Devin is a fantastic talent. He's coming along very well. And he asked me, what do you think about Devin and Comey? I said, not yet. I said, he needs at least 3 more fights. And by then, we might be at 140 because we're charting up on it the same way. But not yet. Everything has its time. And you don't rush your time just because you feel a certain way. And what I like about Devin's father is when he lends me his ear, it's an honest ear. And he pays attention to what I'm saying. So Devin's going to be there. Devin's time is coming. We just don't want to rush him into anything too soon.
So Devin is the future.
Devin is definitely.
Devin is the wave that's in Australia, the wave coming to America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's the future.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for big things out of him. But we need these guys to represent like right now, and that's what's going on. It's right next week is Comey time. And you know, like when we're in there working and driving to the top, his destiny will be fulfilled. And he will be the IBF lightweight champion of the world February 3rd.
Well, you've done your job. Y'all put in the work for over a year now. You know what I mean? I saw you you went to LA for the Robert Easter fight. Interviewed you for about an hour. It's damn near same. But he's waiting. But I wish you well. Good luck. You got to get a knockdown. I'm just keeping it real. I pray you get a knockdown. I pray it goes your way. But I think if it goes 12 rounds without a knockdown, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We all know.
Okay, all right.
But we have to be ready for it. As long as Danny listens, we'll be all right. I just need him to listen, and 99.9% of the time he does listen. But I gotta watch that 0.1%. Once he does that, we'll be all right.
May 4th, like, tell me about it.
Well, it's here. We wanted it. Now we have it. My goal is to make Danny a Hall of Famer, and we're on our way to doing that.
Okay, now, like you said, Danny's been wanting this fight for a long time. You know, I know you've been wanting this fight for a long time. Now y'all got it. You know, so I mean, Canelo's a I don't want to say pretty good fighter. He is a good fighter.
No, Canelo is an excellent fighter. Canelo is elite, special, and when you have two elite forces meeting in championship form, you can have nothing but an exciting fight, and that's what you're going to have on May 4th.
How do you stop or defeat a guy like Canelo without sharing so much of your strategy?
Well, basically, you have to be on your P's and it's one of two ways that you're going to do it. You're either going to do it through precision boxing, or you're going to do it through power pressing. We're going to do a little bit of both.
Do you think that you guys can actually pull out a decision, given the fact that the fight is taking place in Vegas? It goes 12. Do you really think y'all can get a decision?
Well, of course. I mean, we're going to see the fight and we didn't think we could win.
No, I'm not saying win, but an actual decision.
Well, that's part of winning.
But
Right. I know that. We all know that when you're in Vegas, it's hard to win against Canelo.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, even when you win 3 times over, you can end up coming up losing. But we plan to work so hard that there's no way that we can't get it. That's the goal.
Okay.
And granted, this is a very difficult fight. I'm a big fan of Canelo. I expect to see him at his best, but we want to come one step better.
All right. I thank you for your time and I wish you luck. Listen, hold up, Pam. Come over here. Have a time.
Well, you asking the question?
Huh?
You asking the question?
Yeah, I asked him the question. Security kind of threw me off real quick.
They don't know who this man is.
They don't know Dre, I guess. You gotta let them know it's happy time.
I'm about to let you know that. You know how we conclude the conversation.
All right, I'm gonna let you go, Dre. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
No problem. And remember, it's having time. We got it February 2nd. We got it May 4th. Listen, we're gonna eclipse it across the board, man. It's going to be nothing but hard work, pressure, and dedication all the way to the top. And that's what Havoc does. Brings it rough and brings it raw.
Good.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Thank you.